Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us is the 2023 BMW 540i. It's finished off in carbon black metallic, and we'll go over the MSRP once we get this out on the road, as well as going over all the specs and features for this family style sedan. So let's start off with what powers this. It features the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder twin power turbo that's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, pumping out 335 horsepower, 333 pound-feet of torque, sent to the rear wheels, propelling this 3,900-pound sedan from 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds. It has a top speed of 155. It also has a fuel economy of 25 miles per gallon in the city and 32 out on the highway. But let's work our way to the exterior styling now. With this being finished off in black, it has a lot of gloss black accents, including this kidney grille, which has a nice design to it. There's also active grille shutters just behind it that will open when needed to provide a lot more cooling. Now this also has LED headlights, DRLs and turn signals, sleek headlight housing to match that upper section very nicely. And there are plenty of cutouts in the lower section, as well as the parking sensors, even functional air inlets to provide even more cooling and better aerodynamics for this. Now there's also subtle lines running down both sides, so it meets together very nicely. You'll notice too that the outside of the hood line almost separates around the housing to go all the way to the lower section of the bumper and wrap back around. So it's nice to see that integration. Now this model also has the M Sport package, so it gives it these 20-inch wheels with the two-tone design, as well as having the red brake calipers. And there's even a functional trim piece just behind this tire, so airflow can exit there after it goes through the bumper and around the tire, and it flows nicely down the lines that run down the side. Now this has the body colored side mirrors with the integrated turn signal. There's even a sunroof up top, and then all of the trim is blacked out. So again, gives it a very clean look. And there's also another line right at the height of the door handles there. You can see that flow nicely all the way to the taillights, where this has a small trunk mounted spoiler. It has the dark LED housings for those. All the parking sensors, there's even some gray trim, and then the dual exhaust on both sides. And then you can use the button on the key fob, or you can walk up to underneath the BMW badge, push on this electronic button, and the power trunk will open up. Now, being a family style sedan, there's a lot of space in here. There's a net on one side, a cubby over on the other, and with the back seats up, look at the amount of space that you do have. You can quickly fold down the back seats from the back. It's the only area you can do that, and then you can get a lot more storage if you need to use it. You can also lock the vehicle too, so that makes it a lot more convenient, along with unlocking and unlocking it from the back door handle. So I like to see that feature. Now for this model, this gets the cognac leather, very nice contrast against the black. You'll see that on the armrest, brushed aluminum for that Harman Kardon sound system. There's even more trim surrounding the release handle, a little bit of storage in the lower section there. And at 5'10", it's very easy to get in. This is a good size sedan for rear passengers. You have some storage bins if you need to use those, 2 air vents along with some storage, and then all of the auxiliaries to charge more electronics. Now right in the middle, you have the armrest. There are 2 cup holders if you need to use that. And you can also fold down the middle seat. So if you need a little bit more accessibility, you can fold that one down by itself. And it's very open feeling, so it is a nice place to be. Now the driver door panel is very similar to the rear, of course. However, there's all the window adjustments, side mirror adjustments, and the memory seating adjustments. And then you have the trunk release and a little bit more storage. And then beautiful leather seats for the front, a little bit more lateral support, and they are automatic. So all of those brushed aluminum buttons are down on the side here, and the door opens up very wide, so it makes it easy to enter and exit. But let's fire this up. This also has remote start, which is nice to see. And for the steering wheel with the M package, it's finished off in leather. It is a heated steering wheel. You can see the M badge too. All of the cruise control settings are on the left side. Then there is volume and tuning for the radio, even the Bluetooth controls. And this even has the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters as well. And we have the automatic steering wheel for the telescoping option. You can move up and down, in and out. Now for the digital gauge cluster, you'll see the speedometer and the fuel gauge on that left side, engine temperature, and the tach is on that right side, along with the power percentage that you can see for the hybrid electric system. This also has the button on the turn signal where you can go through all of this information within the tach. So you can look at the horsepower and the torque. You can pull up a G-force meter along with the music, even pull up what gear you're in and the comfort setting, as you can see, but that will change depending on the mode that you're in. You have live readouts for your MPG as well. And then over on the left side of the steering wheel, there's a small cubby down below. You can use that as needed. All of the headlight adjustments. This does have the head-up display, so it's showing miles per hour and the speed limit sign. And then right in the middle with the touchscreen system, you can see on the home setting, there's navigation along with media and phone. You can swipe over to some data information along with the compass, even look at the date and the time, and you can even add some information as needed. On the left side, you'll see shortcuts to your media and phone. You can pull up the nav in full screen, and then you can go into car. You can pull up some driving information, even look at your sport displays. So if you're driving on some back roads or you just want to see all that info, you can quickly pull that up. Vehicle status will just show you some vitals, just depending on if you need to view those or not. And then under settings, you can look at your driving modes, and you have a lot here that you can configure, just depending on how you'd like it to have it set up for yourself. You can go into the driver profiles, owner's manual. You can even bring up the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. So it's a very helpful system to be able to go through all of that. You'll notice 2 air vents just underneath that. There's even a shortcut to the intelligent safety. So for the tech that is available, you can adjust that as needed. Power and volume for the radio is underneath that, along with all of the presets and tuning. And then there's another LCD screen for all of the climates. Now this does have the dual zone system, so you can quickly adjust that. Now you have sync, where you like the air to go, and all the other adjustments on both sides. And then underneath this tray, there's the wireless charging pad along with the BMW access card, a USB 12 volt, and 2 cup holders as well. And then to put this vehicle into reverse, simply just push the shifter forwards. You have the backup camera along with the sensors. You can even shift using the shifter or the paddle shifters like I showed earlier. And then park is located on the top. Now on the left side of that, you will see traction control along with the different driving modes. So this has a sport mode, there's comfort, there's also Eco Pro, and you have a few different settings that you can configure depending on your driving style for the day. Now the parking sensors you can turn on and off. There's the electronic parking brake along with the auto hold. We have the split design for the center armrest that has a good amount of space along with an auxiliary, and then you have plenty of space down in the glove box. Now with the sunroof, the sunshade is automatic along with the sunroof, of course, and you have all those adjustments up in the middle along with the dome lights. There's even a call button on the back side. And now it is time to get the all new 540i out on the road. As we downshift before we come up to this turn, very responsive, and then on the brakes coming around this right turn, it is so planted. You don't feel any body roll for this sedan. So $70,000 vehicle that's not performance oriented-ish, it still gives you a very nice vehicle to drive. So like I mentioned, you want a sedan that is just comfortable to drive. This is a good option. I'm trying to think of some other $70,000 sedans. We have some of the Cadillacs, maybe the ATSs that could be similar. You know, there's some Mercedes-Benz options, even some Audi options like the A5, some other four-door sedans like that. And this is definitely a good option to check out if you're in the market for this size of a vehicle. I don't think it's overpriced, especially with some of the other competition. I do wish that this particular model had some more goodies, and of course that would add to the price, like the 360 camera system. This is missing a forward-facing camera, and I'm not sure if there's a few other settings that this is missing. But for the model that we're in today, I think it is worth the price. Very peppy to get up to speed. And it is super quiet. It is so comfortable to drive. I love the seating position, and the bolstering support that these seats have to offer definitely makes it a good place to be. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for this 2023 BMW 540i. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this sedan for me today. Check out their website. That link is down in the description. Give the video a huge thumbs up and smash that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.